I'm just finishing up this tile job here that I started last week. Original, it looked like it was almost original, probably just slightly a couple years after. It was a 4x4 inch tile. It had some 1980s wallpaper that was behind it that whoever did the tile job, whether it was a contractor or the homeowner who did it, they didn't remove that. I went ahead, I didn't want to remove all that tile. There was a soap dish right here in the middle that was broken. And all I wanted to do was remove that soap dish and retile around it, maybe make a border of that penny tile. But when I pulled that soap dish out, a lot of the wall board started coming out. And of course, in the 80s, they didn't have the waterproof cement backer board that they do now. One thing just led into another. The whole project got escalated. And then I had to go ahead and retile this whole shower. But, one thing I really wanted to do was get this house done in 90 days. I wanted to have it completely renovated in 90 days. It's been 90 days now, and I'm still not done because of these little unexpected situations that happen. And the unexpected always does happen. It doesn't matter what your goals are. It doesn't matter what your dreams are. There's never going to be the right time. It's like when you fall in love, right? You always fall in love when you least expect it. If you're a person who, maybe your dream, your goal, or your vision is maybe at one point in time you were in construction or in home renovations, and maybe it wasn't you didn't work for a complete remodel or renovation team, but maybe, you were a framer. I was a framer, if that was for the extent of it. I also did concrete and remodel work. You know enough to see how a whole house gets put together. If you're kind of somewhat handy, that's the whole purpose of these videos, is to show you that you can do this on your own. You can buy your own houses, renovate them, and resell them for a profit. And it's a lot easier than you think. A lot of people, they won't even touch a home renovation project because their biggest concern is they're going to mess it up more than if they and it's going to cost them more in the long end versus them just going ahead and hiring a contractor in the first place. And there's nothing wrong with hiring a contractor, nothing at all. But a lot of this stuff, you could do it on your own. So anyway, I went ahead and I removed all the tile, that 4x4 inch ivory tile. You can't replace the same color tile or you could replace the same style, but not the same color tile a lot of times from houses from 30, 40 years ago. The guest bathroom is a 6x6 inch bright white tile with just a single strand of penny tile as a border. I really wanted to replicate that in here, but being it's the master bathroom, I really thought that this should be a little bit more elegant than the guest bathroom. So when I pulled off all that old tile and I went to go buy new tile, this really caught my eye. And knowing that all the fixtures are going to be black and door handles are going to be black, I thought that this look here with the black vein and the marble was just great. And this is a really, really strong tile. But this is it, and I'll show you an up close look. And then we're moving on to texturing this wall, and then we'll primer the walls and then paint it. And then I'll get the vanity, install that, and then we'll do a medicine cabinet or shelf over there. The last thing, just like in the guest bathroom, is I'm going to install one of those other painstaking LED Bluetooth high technology exhaust fans. They're pretty awesome, but they are a bear to install. But let's take a closer look at this tile. So I did also do the rope like I did in the guest bathroom. And all I did was I took the 11 by 12 inch or 10 by 11 inch sheet of penny tile and I cut the strips out and I inlaid them. This is your bright white bull nose tile, which is kind of like your end cap. And then this is that, really nice tile. And then I brought it up and took that one row up to a 3 row. Then I added a nice little jollies here to make a nice border. And then I broke off into almost a full-size sheet of penny tile going all the way around. Now that is the bright white 6x6 inch tile that I laid up there. But you can see that really nice rope jolly coming down. And even, now don't forget the tub, because the tub's all going to get cleaned and then refinished. But even coming down here to where your baseboard would normally be, I don't want any water damaging any baseboard. So that's a marble 5-inch